Installing a 20 amp ground fault circuit interrupter receptacle on a 15 amp circuit presents a code violation due to the potential for creating a fire hazard. The ground fault circuit interrupter is designed to protect against electrical shock by detecting ground faults, but it also has an overcurrent protection component, typically related to its amperage rating. The fundamental principle of electrical circuit protection is to ensure that the weakest link in the circuit determines the maximum current that can flow safely. In this case, the 15 amp circuit breaker is intended to be the weakest link, protecting the 14 American wire gauge wiring from overheating due to excessive current. If a 20 amp ground fault circuit interrupter receptacle is installed on this 15 amp circuit, the receptacle itself becomes a potential point of failure. Here's why. Firstly, overcurrent protection mismatch. The 15 amp circuit breaker is designed to trip when the current exceeds 15 amps, protecting the wiring from overheating and potentially causing a fire. The 20 amp ground fault circuit interrupter receptacle, however, is designed to handle up to 20 amps of current before its internal overcurrent protection, if any, would activate. This means that the wiring could be subjected to a current between 15 and 20 amps for a prolonged period without the ground fault circuit interrupter tripping, potentially leading to overheating and a fire. Secondly, code compliant. Electrical codes, such as the National Electrical Code, typically require that the overcurrent protection device, in this case the circuit breaker, be matched to the ampacity of the wiring and the rating of the devices connected to the circuit. Using a 20 amp ground fault circuit interrupter receptacle on a 15 amp circuit violates this principle because the receptacle's rating exceeds the circuit's capacity and the breaker's protection level. Thirdly, safety hazard. The primary concern is the risk of fire. If a fault or overload occurs in the circuit, the wiring could overheat before the 15 amp circuit breaker trips. The 20 amp ground fault circuit interrupter receptacle would not provide any additional protection in this scenario and could actually mask the problem by not tripping until the current reaches a dangerous level. Fourthly, device compatibility. While a 20 amp ground fault circuit interrupter receptacle can physically accept a 15 amp plug, this does not make it safe or code compliant to install it on a 15 amp circuit. The receptacle's rating is not the only factor to consider. The overall circuit protection and wiring capacity must be taken into account. Fifthly, alternative solutions. The correct approach is to use a 15 amp ground fault circuit interrupter receptacle that is specifically designed for use on a 15 amp circuit. If a 15 amp ground fault circuit interrupter receptacle is not readily available, or if there are specific reasons for wanting a 20 amp receptacle, the circuit itself should be upgraded to a 20 amp circuit with appropriate wiring and a 20 amp circuit breaker. This would involve replacing the 14 American wire gauge wire with 12 American wire gauge wire and ensuring that all other components in the circuit are rated for 20 amps. It is crucial to adhere to electrical codes and best practices when installing or modifying electrical circuits. Incorrect installations can create serious safety hazards and could result in property damage, injury, or even death. In this specific scenario, using a 20 amp ground fault circuit interrupter receptacle on a 15 amp circuit is a clear violation of electrical code and poses a significant safety risk. It is essential to use a 15 amp ground fault circuit interrupter receptacle or to upgrade the entire circuit to a 20 amp configuration to ensure safe and compliant operation. In summary, the ground fault circuit interrupter is a crucial safety device, but its effectiveness depends on proper installation and adherence to electrical codes. Using a ground fault circuit interrupter with a higher amperage rating than the circuit's capacity can compromise safety and create a fire hazard. Always ensure that the ground fault circuit interrupter's rating matches the circuit's amperage and that all wiring and components are properly sized and protected. In addition, when dealing with electricity, it is always best to consult a qualified electrician. Electricity is dangerous and mistakes can be deadly. If one is not comfortable working with electricity, or if one is not sure how to do something safely, it is best to call a qualified electrician. An electrician has the knowledge and experience to do the job safely and correctly. Here are some additional considerations. Firstly, the purpose of a ground fault circuit interrupter. A ground fault circuit interrupter is designed to protect people from electrical shock by detecting ground faults. A ground fault occurs when electricity flows through an unintended path, such as through a person's body. When a ground fault occurs, the ground fault circuit interrupter will quickly trip, cutting off the power to the circuit and preventing electrical shock. Ground fault circuit interrupters are required in areas where there is a high risk of electrical shock, such as bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor locations. Secondly, the different types of ground fault circuit interrupters. There are two main types of ground fault circuit interrupters: receptacle type and circuit breaker type. Receptacle type ground fault circuit interrupters are installed in place of standard electrical outlets. Circuit breaker type ground fault circuit interrupters are installed in the electrical panel. Both types of ground fault circuit interrupters provide the same level of protection. Thirdly, how to test a ground fault circuit interrupter. It is important to test ground fault circuit interrupters regularly to ensure that they are working properly. To test a ground fault circuit interrupter, press the test button on the ground fault circuit interrupter. The ground fault circuit interrupter should trip, cutting off the power to the circuit. If the ground fault circuit interrupter does not trip, it is not working properly and needs to be replaced. Fourthly, the importance of using the correct size wire. The size of the wire used in an electrical circuit is important because it determines how much current the wire can safely carry. If the wire is too small, it can overheat and cause a fire. The correct size wire for a particular circuit depends on the amperage of the circuit and the length of the wire. Fifthly, the importance of using the correct size circuit breaker. The size of the circuit breaker used in an electrical circuit is important because it protects the circuit from overloads. An overload occurs when too much current flows through the circuit. If the circuit is overloaded, the circuit breaker will trip, cutting off the power to the circuit and preventing a fire. The correct size circuit breaker for a particular circuit depends on the amperage of the circuit and the size of the wire used in the circuit. Sixthly, the importance of following electrical codes. Electrical codes are a set of rules that are designed to ensure the safety of electrical installations. Electrical codes are developed by organizations such as the National Fire Protection Association and the International Code Council. It is important to follow electrical codes when installing or modifying electrical circuits. Seventhly, the dangers of working with electricity. Electricity is dangerous, and it is important to take precautions when working with electricity. Always turn off the power to the circuit before working on it. Wear rubber gloves and eye protection. Do not work on electrical circuits if you are wet or standing in water. Eighthly, the importance of hiring a qualified electrician. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, or if you are not sure how to do something safely, it is best to hire a qualified electrician. An electrician has the knowledge and experience to do the job safely and correctly. In conclusion, using a 20 amp ground fault circuit interrupter receptacle on a 15 amp circuit is a code violation and a safety hazard. It is important to use the correct size ground fault circuit interrupter and to follow all electrical codes. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to hire a qualified electrician. The National Electrical Code Section 210.21 B1 states that a single receptacle connected to a 15 amp branch circuit shall not exceed 15 amps. Also, a receptacle connected to a 20 amp branch circuit shall not exceed 20 amps. The NEC Section 210.21 B3 states that the rating of a receptacle shall not be less than the branch circuit rating. This means a 20 amp receptacle is not permitted on a 15 amp circuit. To provide additional clarification, let's delve into the specific sections of the National Electrical Code that are relevant to this situation. Firstly, NEC Section 210.21 B1. This section explicitly addresses the permissible ratings of receptacles connected to specific branch circuits. For a 15 amp branch circuit, the code mandates that the receptacle's rating should not exceed 15 amps. This regulation ensures that the receptacle is appropriately matched to the circuit's capacity, preventing the risk of overloading the circuit. Secondly, NEC Section 210.21 B3. This section further reinforces the importance of matching receptacle ratings to branch circuit ratings. It clearly states that the rating of a receptacle shall not be less than the branch circuit rating. This provision aims to maintain consistency in the circuit's protection scheme, ensuring that the receptacle is not a point of vulnerability in the event of an overcurrent situation. Thirdly, understanding the implications. The combined effect of these code sections is to create a clear prohibition against installing a 20 amp receptacle on a 15 amp circuit. The code's intent is to protect the integrity of the circuit and prevent potential hazards that could arise from mismatched components. Fourthly, practical considerations. In practical terms, using a 20 amp receptacle on a 15 amp circuit could lead to several issues. For example, if a device that draws more than 15 amps is plugged into the receptacle, the circuit breaker may not trip immediately, allowing the wiring to overheat and potentially start a fire. Fifthly, alternative solutions. If a 20 amp receptacle is desired for a specific application, the correct approach is to upgrade the entire circuit to a 20 amp configuration. This involves replacing the wiring with appropriately sized conductors, installing a 20 amp circuit breaker, and ensuring that all other components in the circuit are rated for 20 amps. Sixthly, code enforcement. Electrical codes are enforced by local authorities, such as building inspectors. These inspectors review electrical installations to ensure compliance with the code and to identify any potential safety hazards. Violations of the code can result in fines, delays in project completion, and even the requirement to redo the work. Seventhly, safety implications. The primary reason for adhering to electrical codes is to ensure safety. Electrical installations that do not comply with the code can pose a significant risk of fire, electrical shock, and other hazards. By following the code, one can minimize these risks and protect themselves and others from harm. Eighthly, professional guidance. When in doubt about electrical code requirements, it is always best to consult with a qualified electrician. Electricians have the knowledge and experience to ensure that electrical installations are safe, compliant, and reliable. In summary, the National Electrical Code explicitly prohibits the installation of a 20 amp receptacle on a 15 amp circuit. This regulation is designed to protect the circuit from overloads and to prevent potential safety hazards. If a 20 amp receptacle is desired, the entire circuit must be upgraded to a 20 amp configuration. Always consult with a qualified electrician to ensure that electrical installations are safe and compliant. Remember, electrical safety is paramount, and adhering to code requirements is essential to protecting lives and property.